Hi guys, good morning. Today we are taking new unit of mathematics starting, that is the sequences and series. So this is very important unit. We see about this, what is the meaning of the sequences and series and what type of series we have to consider in our syllabus. So let's see. So in mathematics the word sequence is same meaning as you have learned or see in the English language. Sequences, as you know that if we are given a specific sequence, it means we can easily identify which term is first, which term is second, or some property we may know. So that is known as a sequence. Clear? Or we usually mean that the collection in order in such way it can be easily identified the first term, second term or third. That collection is known as sequences. So in lower classes you see so many problems where sequence word is used. Like you can say population of human being or bacteria in different time form a sequence, or we are depositing the money in the bank, either it is a simple interest or it is a compound interest. So for time of years or interval of time it form a sequence, like first year what will be the interest, second year, third year, fourth year and so on. That is also form a sequence. So sequence have important application in several spheres of the human being. Clear? And if this sequence has some specific properties or pattern is called as progression. This sequence is called as a progression. When it has some specific pattern, we can easily identify that pattern. That word sequence now replaced as a progression. Clear? Like in 10th class, you have seen arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. In 10th class, you have already seen arithmetic progression. Like we can say 1, 2, 3, 4. This form a arithmetic progression because it has a specific pattern. Means each succeeding term can be obtained by adding a fixed value to the preceding term. That's why this is arithmetic progressions. Clear? So here in this chapter also we review what we learned in 10th class regarding the arithmetic progressions. Also we extend our point in this unit or chapter, the arithmetic progression as well as we see arithmetic mean. What is the meaning of arithmetic mean? One more progression we see, that is the geometrical progression. So we see what is the meaning of the geometrical progression. Also we see the geometrical mean and what are the relationship between the arithmetic mean and geometrical mean, and some more we take how to find the sum of n terms of a sequences. Different type of sequences we see and how to find their sum to n term. Like suppose we want to find the sum of first 100 term of any sequence, then how we can find that also we have to learn. So before that we have to sequences. In sequences we see, suppose that there is a generation gap of 30 years. In population we can take a generation gap of 30 years and we are asked to find the number of ancestors. So ancestors means parents, grandparents, great grandparents, etc. That a person might have our 300 years, means 30 generations. 300 if you divided by 30 generations, that is 10. So total number of generations we get 10. So about 10 generations we want to find the parents. Clear? Like the number of persons ancestors for the first, second, third. So first we know that there are two parents suppose in the first generation. Second, that is 2 power 2, that is 4. Then 2 power 3. In this way 8, 32. In 10th generation we are taking 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 and 2 power 4, that is 16. Here you can write 16 and then 2 power 10. 10th generation we want to find. So this is also a sequence. Why it is a sequence? Because we have a specific pattern as well as term. Like we can easily identify which one is the first term, which one is the second, which one is the third, and which one is the last term. So this is known as a sequencing. Similarly, if you see, consider the successive question that we obtained in the division of 10 by 3. Now, if you dividing 10 by 3 in the places of the decimal, first place, second place, third place, and so on. Like suppose you can take whole number, then it will be 3. Then 3.3. Then 3.3. Then 3.33. Then 3.333. And so on. So this is also form a sequence because it has some pattern or you can easily identify term. So the various number occurring in a space sequence are called as a term. These various number occurring in the sequence is called as a term. This is called as a term. So generally we are writing the terms by A1 as you have already seen AP, A3, A4 and A10. Or we may call it as a first term, second term, third term, fourth term or nth term. So the position of the term denoted by the subscribe 1, 2, 3, 4 up to A10 like this. Similarly, if you find the nth term of the sequence, if you write nth term of the sequence, that can be written as an, or some may be write like tn. And this nth term, as you already see in the arithmetic progression, also known as a general term. In AP, you have already seen how to find a nth term or general term of an arithmetic progression. So here you can say A1 equal to like 2 means first term, 2, A2 equal to 4 second term, A3 equal to 8, A4 equal to 16. So in this sequence we can find the term. Similarly, if you find in this, easily identify A1 equal to 3, A2 equal to 3.3, A3 equal to 3.33 and so on. So we can find the different term of the sequence. Clear? So a sequence containing finite number of terms. A sequence contains finite numbers of terms is called finite sequence. Finite sequence means a sequence whose terms can be countable. We can easily count. That is known as countable or finite sequence. And infinite sequence, which is not finite. Infinite sequence means which is not finite or whose terms are not finite. You may call infinite sequence means a sequence whose terms are not countable. That is known as infinite sequence. Clear? It is also possible to express the rule which we viewed the various term of a sequence in term of algebraic formula. Like suppose we can take sequence of even number. If you take even number, we know that suppose 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they can be written in the form of a rule. Some rule can be stabilized, that is first can be written as 2 into 1, second can be written as 2 into 2, third can be written as 2 into 3, fourth to fifth, 10th 2 into 10, 100 or nth. So we have a formula or rule Tn equal to 2n. It means we are establishing a relation for the given sequence. Similarly, for odd number, if you are taking odd number like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this can be written as 2 into 1 minus 1. That is 1. 2 into 2 minus 1. 4 minus 1, 3. Then 2 into 3 minus 1, 5. 2 into 4 minus 1, fourth term. First term, 2 into 1 minus 1. Second term, 2 into 2 minus 1. Third term, 2 into 3 minus 1. Fourth, 2 into 4. Fifth, 2 into 5. Sixth, 2 into 6. And 10, 2 into. So nth, 2 into n minus 1. So here we have term 2n minus 1. So these sequences can be also stabilized with the help of some standard rule. By using that rule, one can find that sequence. But there are some other sequences also which have no such type of a rule, but they can be also represented in some specific properties. Like we can say that is known as a recurrence relation. Like suppose we are given first term and second term both are equal to 1. Like 1, 1. Then third term have a relation that is sum of the previous two terms. If we consider a sequence in which first and second term both are same, but after first and second, each succeeding term is equal to the sum of previous two or preceding two terms. Now suppose if you want to find third term, that is sum of a1 and a2, that is 1 plus 1, 2. Now if you want to write fourth term, that is sum of a2 plus a3. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. Then next term, 3 plus 2, 5. Next term, 5 plus 8. So sometimes we are getting also such type of sequences, and these sequences in general formula an equal to a minus 1 plus a n minus 2, where n is greater than 2, because 1 and 2 is already given, that is 1. Other term we want to find using this formula, that is nth term is sum of the two previous terms. So such type of sequences is called the Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci, Fibonacci sequence. So you may go for this type of sequence also. Clear? So in this sequence of prime number 2, 3, 5 side, we find there is no formula for the nth term. So suppose if you write the prime number 2, 3, 5, 7. So if we want to draw the formula for this or formula for finding the nth term of the prime number, that is not possible. So we can say only this by verbal description. Verbal description means anyone say the sequence of the odd number. So you already know what are the odd number like 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. You can easily find this one. But there is no particular formula for describing this. So in every sequence, we should not expect that its term will necessarily be given by a specific formula. So different type of sequence we may see. Here even number can be given by formula 2n, odd can be given by 2n minus 1, Fibonacci sequence can be given by formula an equal to an minus 1, but this cannot be given by any formula. So it is not necessary that all sequences can be given by a formula. However, we expect a theoretical scheme or rule for generating the term a1, a2, a3 up to an. In view of this, a sequence can be regarded as a function. Like in chapter 2 you see function. So this sequence can be considered as a function whose domain is the set of real number. First, second, third, fourth, 5. This is the domain, this value of x. And range 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4, 2 into 5 and so on. So that is the range. So you may call the sequence can be regarded as a function whose domain is the set of a natural number or some subset of it. Sometimes we use the functional notation by an. Some textbooks you find this can be written as an or a of n. Like this, we can write function. As you know that function is written as fx. So this can be written as an. Means putting the value of n in the function, we get corresponding values of an. Means a1, a2, a3, etc. Next is series. Now series only the sequence where we place plus sign between each term. That is known as series. S-E-R-I series. So each sequence can be converted into series by putting plus in place of comma. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is, we are writing here comma. So this is a sequence. But when you write this in the form of 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus and on. So this is known as series. So only difference is there here. We use the plus. But this plus means not itself add. We are not adding all these. Only we are writing plus in place of comma. Like here if you write series corresponding to this sequence, then you write 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 only. Not you have to add up and get the result 25. That you know. If it is given sum of the series, if say what is the sum of the series, then you have to add. Otherwise, we can write this as 2 plus 4 plus this. Or this prime 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. So series can be written in terms of plus and sequences can be replaced or represent in terms of commas. So we can also series are often presented in the compact form called sigma notation. So you already know the meaning of sigma. This is known as sigma, and we are using word for this or symbol for the summation, sum of all given. So here say this also known as a sigma notation, or this is the Greek letter sigma, means of indicating the summation involved. So you may also write like equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus an. Summation of or sigma of ak, where k, sometimes we may also give the range k from 1 to n. Summation of ak, where k from 1 to n means this is the series. What series? a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus up to an. So we may also write in this form, or both are equivalent. You may write series in this form, or this both gives you the same meaning. So this is all about the series. Clear? Now we take some example. regarding this sequence and series, and we have to solve different types of problem how to find the nth term or any term of the sequence. So see, first example say write the first three terms in each of the following. Example first, write the first three terms in each of the following sequences. Defined by the following. Means we are given below. You have to find the first three terms. In each of the following sequence, we have to find first three. So first part is given as, so we are given what? Formula. General formula or general rule is given. An equal to 2n plus 15. Like we are saying that even number Tn equal to 2n. So when you are putting n equal to 1, we get the first even number. Then 2 into 1, 2. If you are putting 2, then 2 into 2, 4. So similarly, we are given the sequence by formula an equal to 2n plus 5. Plus 5 is given. So putting n equal to 1, 2, 3. Why we put 1, 2, 3? Because problem says you have to write the first three term only. So n equal to 1. When n equal to 1, it means on both sides n replaced by 1. So a1 equal to 2 into 1 plus 5. 2 plus 5. So first term is 7. Put n equal to 2 on both sides, n added 2. Then this will be 2 into 2 plus 5. That is 4 plus 5, which is 9. Then third, n equal to 3 put. So a3 on both sides, n equal to 3. So 2 into 3 plus 5. So 6 plus 5, which is 11. So required first three terms are 7, 9 and 11 for the first case. Similarly, one can find the first three terms for the second case. So second, an equal to n minus 1 by 3. N minus 3 by 4. So again here also we putting n equal to 1, 2, 3. So when n equal to 1, so a1 equal to, here we put n equal to 1 on both sides. So a1 equal to 1 minus 3 by 4. 1 minus 3 by 4 minus 2 by 4, which is minus 1 by 2. So the first term will be minus 1 by 2. Similarly, we can put n equal to 2. So a2 2 minus 3 by 4. That is minus 1 by 2. And we put n equal to 3. On both sides, 3 minus 3, that is 0. So here first three terms of the sequence or given sequence are minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 4 and 0. So in this way, dear student, if we are given the formula for the any sequence, we can find any term of the any terms of that sequence or as our requirement. So next example is also similar to this one. So you may write the 20th term, or what is the 20th term? What is the 20th term of the sequence given by or defined by an equal to, so an equal to n minus 1, 2n minus 1, 3n minus 1, 2n minus 1, 3 plus n. This is for this sequence or formula is already given. We have to find the 20th term. It means n equal to 20. Question what says? What is the 20th term? For the formula an equal to n minus 1, 2 minus n, and 3 plus n. So we put here in solution. Here we put n equal to 20. That is a 20, then left side, right side put 20, 20 minus 1, 2 minus 20, and 3 plus 20. Clear? So now you can easily solve 20 minus 1, 19, minus 18 or 23. So you multiply 19 minus 18 or 23, that will give you minus 7, 8, 16. So this is the 20th term of the given sequence. Clear? So you may write down this 20th term of the sequence, which is defined by the given formula an equal to n minus 1 into 2n minus n into 3n plus n. So by putting the values as our requirement of the term, we get that one. Now third one says, let the sequence an be defined as, let the sequence an be defined as follows. A1 equal to 1 means first term is given, second term is also 1. So second term is not given. A1 equal to 1, an equal to, then an equal to, nth term is equal to an minus 1 plus 2 for all n greater than equal to 2. For all n greater than equal to 2. So you have to say, find the first 5 terms and write the corresponding series. You have to write first 5 terms and corresponding series. You have to write the corresponding series. So very easy, you have to find the first 5 terms is n equal to, we are putting 1, 2, 3. So solution you write down. We have, so first term is already given, and an equal to an minus 1 plus 2 for n greater than equal to 2. So if you are putting n equal to 2, if you are substituting n equal to 2, because this is greater than equal to, so you may take n as a 2, then use this formula. So in this throughout we put n equal to 2. So that is a2 equal to, now n minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 plus 2. That is a1 plus 2. Now you substitute the value of a1. That is already given 1. So 1 plus 2. So this is the second term. Similarly, you may find third. So put n equal to 3. So here put n on both sides, n equal to 3. So that will be a3, 3 minus 1. a3 minus 1 is a2, So A2 is already we get 3. Value of A2 is 3. So put here 3. That is 5. Similarly, n equal to 4. So n equal to 4, A4 minus 1 plus 2. A4 minus 1, that is A3 plus 2. And A3 we already calculated, that is 5. So 5 plus 2. That is 7. Similarly, n equal to 5. So A5, here put n equal to 5 on both sides. So 5 minus 1 plus 2. So A4 plus 2. Value of A4 7. 7 plus 2 9. So you can say required first 5 terms of the sequence. A R. So first 5 terms are, first is 1, then 3, 5, 7 and 9. So in this way one can find the first 5 terms of the sequences. Now second part says write corresponding series. So corresponding series only we have to replace comma in terms of plus. Add corresponding series A. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. So in this way one can find the sequence. If we are given the given sequence, then you can find the any term. So overall what we see here we are discussing about the, if we are given a formula of a sequence, how we can find their term, any requirement of term, and if we are getting the term, then how we can find their corresponding series. So there is no confusion between the series and sequence. In series we have to replace all commas of sequence in plus. Only that is the difference between sequence and series. Clear? So one may be easily find out the. So after this we have very important exercise is given, that is very easy. Similar to this one, we are given the formula, and with the help of formula we can put the values of n. Exercise 9.1, n equal to put 1, then we get first term, n equal to 2, then second, n equal to 3, then third, and so on. And similarly we can find the other series also. But after that we have important, that is the arithmetic progression. So before that one we have to see the basic concept of the arithmetic progression. So in 10th class you have already seen arithmetic progression have a specific properties. Every succeeding term have relation with the preceding one, or the difference between each terms to the succeeding is a constant, and we are called in that case constant is called as a common difference. So the definition for the arithmetic progression one may care that the difference between the second term and first is same as the difference between third and second, or fourth and third, and so on. So such type of the sequences is known as arithmetic progression. Why we are using the word progression we have already discussed, because they have a specific pattern. If this follow the some specific pattern, then sequence word we are using as a progression. Now we are called arithmetic progression, not arithmetic sequence. Why? Because this has a specific pattern. What pattern? The difference of the succeeding to the preceding is always throughout the sequence. So this sequence is converted into progression. Clear? And you already know in the case of arithmetic progression, we are writing first term, second term, third term, or general term, and there are some properties of the arithmetic. Each term can be added by the same number, or subtracted by the same number, or multiplied by the same number, or division by the same number. That will remain again a arithmetic progression. So in later cases we see how to find these. So dear student, this is all about today's lesson. For more, see the next videos. We see the arithmetic progression and geometrical progression